Hello folks, you're welcome back. This is Kari's Trading Institute, and in today's episode of the lesson I'm going to show you one of my best entry models for day trading, which is the ICT power of three concept, best explained in this video. So what is power of three concept? The power of three concept is the concept of accumulation of contracts or orders, manipulation of retail, and distribution of orders into a draw on liquidity residing above or below the marketplace, either in form of buy side or sell side liquidity. Okay, now accumulation does not necessarily have to be consolidation, because this is where most people get it wrong, because they assume that because it is accumulation of contract, it has to be consolidating, it has to be in a range, okay, to be accumulation of contract. But that's not true. Accumulation is actually relative to time. It's the time period that makes that period a period for accumulation of contracts. Okay, likewise manipulation is associated with time period between 0 GMT into London session. We are anticipating to see price create a protractionary move from 0 GMT into London to induce the retail traders to take the opposite side of the market, while the real intention of the institutions or the market makers is to take the opposite side of the market, is to distribute towards the opposite side of the market. Okay, so from the 0 GMT time period, we need to see price create a protractionary move or a manipulation leg. Okay, most times this manipulation is usually a sweep of liquidity either below that range of accumulation or above the range of accumulation, okay, in form of liquidity sweep, or price would usually sweep liquidity and trade into an institutional reference point below or above that time period of the accumulation before we begin to see the real price leg that creates the distribution move into buy side liquidity residing above the marketplace or sell side liquidity residing below the marketplace. That's all about power of three concept. Okay, so when we see price on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, price would usually open, for example, if we have a bearish week or a bearish day, we like to see price open above and then manipulate retail traders to take the opposite side of the market, which is to go bullish, and then come back to distribute bearishly and close little above the distribution. Okay, this is a typical power of three concept in a bearish week. Okay, when we have a bullish week, we would like to see price manipulate to the downside from the opening. So price opens and manipulate the retail traders to take the opposite side of the market, which is to go bearish, and later distribute to the upside. Okay, this is the close of the week. This is a typical power of three concept during a bullish week or a bullish day. Okay, but two things you should take note of is that we need to see the institutions create a price leg that manipulates or induces the retail trader to take the opposite side of the market before London or prior to London session, and then in London we need to see them create the true price leg that takes us into the draw on liquidity for the day or for the week, which could be a buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity residing above or below the marketplace. This is what power of three concept is all about. So guys, I'm going to show you how I'm able to apply this concept on my trade, and I'm able to take out over 70p on this trade. Okay, so this is GBP/USD, my favorite currency pair, and I'm going to show you how and why I executed this trade from where I did here. And it was simply because a power of three concept unfolded and I took advantage of it and execute my trades, and I was able to take out 70 pips on this trade. Okay, so this was the accumulation of orders. Remember, we said that we need to see price accumulate contracts, induce retail traders to take the opposite side of the market, and we need to see the distribution in the opposite direction of the manipulation. Okay, so this was accumulation, and from 0 GMT, 0 GMT is actually 1 AM GMT plus 1. So this is the 0 GMT. Okay, so you need to take note of 0 GMT time period, because that's when we need to see institutions induce the retail traders to take the opposite side of the market, okay, or price would create the leg for manipulation from this time period. So this is 0 GMT, and from 0 GMT we see price go down. It trades down in London into an institutional reference point by the left. Remember, I told you this manipulation is usually to sweep liquidity residing either below or above the marketplace, and price usually will trade into an institutional reference point to find support or resistance before we see the true price leg that distributes into the drawn liquidity, which could be buy side liquidity pool residing above all highs or relative equal highs, or sell side liquidity residing below old lows or relative equal lows. In this case, we see price traded into a buy side liquidity residing above an old high here, and that's my take profit point. Okay, so how was I able to execute a trade on this? This was what I did. Price accumulated orders, and in London, price induced retail to take the opposite side of the market, but that was a manipulation into a breaker block, which you can see it here by the left. If you don't understand what I just mentioned on the breaker block, I'll need you to watch the video on institutional reference point or ICT institutional reference point and PDRE on this channel, so you understand how to use this institutional reference point appropriately. Okay, so why is this a breaker block? Because we see price formed lower low and broke structure to the upside. Okay, so liquidity taken on two sides is the breaker block. Price formed a lower low, price broke structure to the upside. So all of this bullish candle that was violated here is that breaker block. So you can see price traded into the breaker block here. Okay, so that manipulation was actually to find support on the breaker block, and then I waited to see price create the real leg or true leg for the distribution, which was a break of structure to the upside. So look at this, price broke structure, and I waited for price to retest that order block, and that was where I executed my buy orders and took profit above this old high, which is the buy side liquidity pool. Okay guys, so this is what it is. This is how to use power of three concept in day trading. If you like this video, kindly click the subscription button, and don't forget hit the notification bell so you stay updated every time I post a video. Until next time, I wish you good luck, good trading.